Welcome back to the Cozy Cottage Homestead. Want to give y'all an update on the triplets, the miniature Nubians. All three are little does. It is still a very breezy day. I've been having a hard time recording outside because it has just been extremely breezy. So I do apologize if you hear some wind. I'm going to try to just catch these kids playing around a little bit. Mom's over there not too far grazing. She has done absolutely amazing with these three girls. They haven't needed any help whatsoever with nursing or anything. They made 3 weeks old this past Friday. I think this video will probably be up for Monday. And then we have another surprise. I'll get to that here in a few minutes. Let's see if we can catch these kids doing their thing, playing, cutting up. Back to the Cozy Cottage Homestead. Y'all know what's better than being frugal is free. And it is free to like, share, and subscribe. And thank you for leaving those friendly comments. Y'all see, I think they're camera shy. I get closer to them and they hide behind the tree. That's the one, the furthest out, that I call the $1 million goat. That thing is so slick and so swift. The other day it was chasing a crow around, and it would eat and then it would act like it wasn't watching the crow. Then the crow would move and then it would hurry up and move and then get closer to the crow, put its little head back down, start eating, and eventually it called up to the crow and it kind of frisked the crow and like nudged its tail feather. They played with the ducks all the time, so it wasn't too surprising, but just watching the behavior of that little goat, I was like, wow, she's probably too smart for her own good. I'm going to try to put my hand over the mic and see if that will cut out some of the wind, but as you can see, trees are blowing. What y'all babies doing? What y'all babies doing? Why y'all hiding behind the tree? And I'm afraid if I keep getting closer, they're going to run inside the barn. But we'll see. I'll just follow them around for a little bit, see if we can catch them doing some cute stuff. Y'all are so rotten. Sorry, I bumped the camera stand when I was moving it, and they didn't like that. Tonight, I'm telling you. What's you doing, baby? What's you doing, baby? Are you looking at the camera? Are you the brave one? Yeah, she looks just like Maple, another miniature Nubian that I have, but she is not her kid. But let me tell you, she can pass as her kid. She even kind of has the same deposition, the same kind of like personality as Maple. But she is not Maple's kid. She's Napoli's kid. If I wouldn't have known with my own two eyes, I would have thought Maple had that baby and Napoli picked it up, but nope. Napoli had these three. Now Maple is over there waiting. She was acting like she was in labor yesterday, and then I guess it passed. Well, she's still in labor, but it wasn't time yet. So, waiting on her and Miss Buttercup. What you doing, darling? You look like you have a heart on your forehead. And of course, they're all going to go run to the barn. Let's see if they run back. We got clover growing all over in the fields. And Miss Napoli is out there enjoying, eating her some clover. She's getting a break from these kids. She is a small little F1 miniature Nubian. So she done really well with having three. I was quite surprised still a little bit shocked that she had triplets, but it was a blessing because they're all doing good. She's feeding them good. They're already eating grain and hay and everything out in the sight they can find. They've been some active little babies, which is also a very good sign, very healthy. So let me go over here closer back to the barn and see if we can get those little girls and see what they're up to. And now we are in the barn, and yes, Miss Frex had her kids. She had a beautiful little boy and a beautiful little girl. Now, for those of you that's been following me for a while, I think you remembered that I said one of her teats was blowed out because she is a heavy milker. That it gets really enlarged, so I milked that side down. So this is why I've been coming back and forth to the barn. Seems like every hour, but I actually have a schedule of every 3 hours, even through the night. So whenever people ask you, well, how in the world can you be so busy? Well, when you have a mom that needs nursing assistant, when she needs you to help her with the babies, you have to come out here every 3 to 4 hours, especially when they're teensy weensy and tiny. They were born on Thursday, so they are 2 days old today. I'm recording this on Saturday, and the police kids made 3 weeks old this past Friday. So even though they're 3 weeks apart, the police babies are now about the size of Frex babies, which are only 2 days old. And it's almost time for me to help her again with the feeding. So I'm going to try to grab my stool and get around the camera without knocking it over. So I can help her again. One of them can nurse pretty good. The little girl is on the good side and the little boy is on the side that's a little enlarged. But if I prop up her teats and hold them just right, they can nurse. And that keeps me from having to bottle feed them, which is what I prefer, for her to be able to nurse them. But I do collect milk from her every single morning, about a pint, and I had to freeze that so if something was to happen and she wasn't able to keep producing milk or they couldn't get the milk, then I'd be able to bottle feed them. So every morning, on the morning feeding, probably around, I think it's 7 o'clock, I have it wrote down on my little dry erase board inside so I don't miss anything. And through the night, I set an alarm clock so that I know when to get up to go help her. So let me grab my stool because it's easier for me to sit on my stool because my ankles are really bad and it's hard for me to just squat down. Y'all don't look at me. I know I'm a hot mess today. It's already hot. It's only spring, but it feels like summertime. Don't look at my hair, barn hair, and don't care. It feels like it's been a week since she's had her kids, because I've been out here every couple of hours, every 3 hours, to help her. So I just kind of hold the teat up. Sometimes I'll hold the one the furthest away right here, and let the other one rest on my arm, and they can still get the milk. Let's see. This is the little boy, and you can see on their ears they're a little more pronounced, the miniature Nubian, because she's an F5, and the miniature Nubian that she was bred to was only an F1. So I'm not sure quite the formula that you would use whenever it's two different, gaps, generations like that. But hello, he's so precious. He does not have blue eyes. Neither one of them have blue eyes. The blessing of it is they were naturally cold, no horns. So I have a feeling this little man is going to make a great breeder goat for someone. But no horns. So let me get over here. See, the little girl's nursing just fine. Let me slide him on his side and get around on this side and try not to flash nobody or move nobody. And don't laugh at me, because my stool will fall over. Woo! And I will just keep reaching and keep going to where I can help them eat. Come here, little man. Come here, little man. Y'all watch out for all them rolls y'all probably seeing too. They're just part of life. Boy, I've lost some weight, but they still got some rolls. And isn't that the beautiful thing about your farm animals? They don't care about how you look, how you dress, what you look like, what you feel like. So I'm going to have to come out here every few hours. Now they're getting better at latching on, but the teats are so large that you have to hold them a little bit to get them going. I don't know where the little girl went. Let's see. I don't see her, but she'll be back. Oh, she's behind me. She'll be back. Hey, y'all don't knock over my camera now. See, all the little girls is being right now. Don't you knock over my camera. Uh-huh. See, they wasn't putting on a show out there, but now they in the barn acting like a bunch of hooligans. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Don't you knock it down. Come here, girls. Meh. Come here, girls. Y'all better leave it alone. Y'all better leave the camera alone. I wish y'all could see them. They're all around the stand. Curious, curious, curious. So I guess they got a little swig. I think she's... I noticed something with her, and I told my husband about it earlier. She had them in the other stall, and I guess the ground was a little harder in there, so she moved them over here. And it's amazing when you watch the behavior of animals. She dug out the ground. There was like a soft spot right there. So she dug it out, and that made her up higher and the kids down lower, since her teeth are so enlarged and engorged, they hang lower to the ground. So by making that little dugout, the kids could stand in there, and then they could reach up easier to nurse. I thought that was just so amazing. So if you have a goat that you think is rejecting your kids, try milking off some milk off of her and catch the colostrum in the first couple of days and put it in the freezer. And every day, like with her, the babies are getting enough milk, but then every time she milks them and I help her, I go ahead and squeeze off some excess so she's not so engorged. You see the little girl, she's getting, I say getting ninny. She's over there nursing, with the little boy is the one I'm having to help, because it just happens to be the side that he's on. So I'm going to go slide back over there. Let me see if I need to adjust my camera again. She's not really liking me recording, but she knows I'm here to help. So that's what's amazing about her bond with me. She's my favorite girl for sure. You scooch on your spot. You get on your spot. Here. And that little hole was right here. So they stepped down lower. Go on your side, little girl. Go on your side. Here, go on your side. I hope I'm seriously not flashing nobody. Let me scooch over. Alright, you on the right side? Yep, you're on the right side. Little girl, you need to go on your side. Go on your side, little girl. Go on your side. Y'all gotta come on now. Mama's gonna get patient. Both mamas is gonna get impatient. Here. What are you doing? You've been getting some nanny, huh? Little brother here hadn't been getting none. Y'all so precious. I'm definitely keeping Frex's daughter. This is going to be the last time that I'll breed this doe because she's probably about 8 years old. We're trying to figure, I think she's actually 7. Here. Wrong side for you. Here. Wrong side. There we go. This is a good girl too, huh? This is a good baby. She just lets Mama do whatever she needs to do to her, huh? Buttercup, you leave my stand alone. Leave my stand alone. You getting some more, little man? You had enough for now? Little stinker. Drop y'all down so y'all can see how precious. The little girl is on my right, this side over here. The little boy is on the left, on this side. But they are both precious. Cute, cute, cute. They're a handful. And the little girl's got kind of freckled looking ears like her mom, more pronounced. And the little boy has freckled looking ears, but I love his little crown, his little white top that goes down to a V. And she's got that little cream on top too. So precious. Alright, y'all. Go ahead and give Mama Frex her kids back. Oh my goodness. The little boy will hey. The little boy will take the bottle for me. But the little girl will not. She only wants Mama. So, but that's good. I make sure, usually I bring a bottle out here, especially in the morning, the first feeding, to make sure that they get that good morning feeding. And then, like I said, every 3 hours during daylight time, I'm out here making sure they nurse. So, yes, just when you think you can't get any busier, the kids start dropping and it gets a lot busier. So let me move on out of here and show these kids, readjust this camera. They're the stars of the show anyway. I don't really like being in front of the camera. There we go. You see, they're starting to sip on some fresh water. All of that makes me extremely happy when they start eating and drinking. So, alright y'all, so Miss Frex had hers. We're waiting on Miss Buttercup and we're waiting on Miss Maple to have their kids. So that was the surprise for today, and I do actually have some more surprises to share. I just got to get with it and get time to catch a video. It's been extremely busy on the homestead, and now besides even just the normal stuff that we have to do whenever it's kidding time, it gets even busier. Then when you have a mother that needs a little bit of assistance with her nursing, you just have to come out here and make sure that the babies get what they need. And she's a sweetheart, so she just lets me get down there and do what I need to do to help with nursing the kids. So thanks so much for joining today. I hope everybody's doing good. Stay safe out there. Prayers for all of those affected by all of this bizarre and crazily insane weather that we've all been having across the United States. You know, I hope everyone, and that's one of those things, I was going to say I hope everyone stays safe again, but that's one of those things that's kind of hard to prepare for. Unless you have a storm shelter, then yes, you can prepare for that by getting in the storm shelter to protect your family. But sometimes with these type of storms, they're coming so fast that there's really just not a lot people can do. But my heart does go out to them and prayers for them. And I pray that God blesses them and helps them rebuild their little farms and their little homesteads, and prayers for those that's lost family and loved ones. So farewell, Homestead family, friends, and neighbors from the Cozy Cottage Homestead.